Hey, hey, hey. We're a little tired, but we're gonna come here for an update. Update for today is so we're officially here at the Beet Harvest. This is our first time attempting this. Excited and nervous at the same time, but today was our first day actually going and figuring out how everything works. And we were able to see everything in action and meet all of our foremen and basically
Some of our co-workers.
and just basically see where we're going to be at to kind of make everything real. So that was cool today. It seemed like it's going to be cool, really nice. I was surprised and a little nervous because we didn't know what to expect, but everybody seemed so nice, happy, and helpful. So I'm kind of looking forward to it over there.
Seem like they're really focused on safety, which is a good thing, but they're not. But they're still like lighthearted. It's a nice place. Seem like a nice place to work. So I think it's gonna turn out good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that they put emphasis on safety and sanitation.
Right.
That's always a plus. So we decided to do separate shifts, and I do daytime, he do nighttime. But we changed our mind, and now we're going to be on the same shift. Didn't really see how it was going to work out, but we tried it out, and it's not going to work. So we're going to do the same shift, and Xavier is going to have to be a teenager babysitter.
Yep.
So this is going to be new and interesting, but he can do it. We got it. And yeah, so this is all a new experience. Looking forward to it. What else? Sugar beets are huge. I don't want to get hit with one. It's so funny to see them all over the road as we're driving down the road. But oh, something cool that we found out that actually the trucks that driving in the sugar beets that are going to dump at our station have 14-year-olds driving them.
Yep.
I was like, what?
So he said, so don't be worried if you see somebody looks really young driving a truck. It's okay out here.
It's not okay with me. So I'm just thinking about Xavier driving a big old truck. No, thank you. So that's gonna be interesting. I'll make sure they get lots of clearance. I'm not gonna be nowhere near that truck with a 14-year-old driving it possibly. So that's something to look forward to. What else? Met the day shift and the night shift. Foreman. What else? We set up and we'll add some pictures of what the campsite looks like. It's nice.
It's a nice area. Kind of low key, but not too far from the local downtown. Seems like it's gonna be a lot of stuff to explore while we're out here. A lot of flies out here, gnats and mosquitoes. So
I assumed that we were I don't know why, I just thought we would kind of be in the middle of nowhere, like dirt roads, just parked and barely have a hookup, or I don't know, I just thought that, but it's not. It's a state park, and it's cool. It's something like we've been to before, so
yeah,
it doesn't seem too weird. So that's good.
it's kind of hidden. It almost doesn't seem like it's an RV park around here. It's a nice little small town, but it's a busy, like bustling downtown area. And then just make a couple turns, and then you're in this RV park.
And it's not too far from all the stores and from the city. So
Right.
this is downtown right here, right?
Yeah.
And just a hop, skip, and a jump. Well, not really a hop, skip, and just a hop from the borderline of North Dakota. We're in Minnesota, but we're right at walking distance to North Dakota.
It's just we go over a bridge over probably like 10 minutes walking from here and be in North Dakota.
So that's interesting. What else? Kind of tired. So I didn't expect to go to orientation today. I just hopped into his orientation. Well, I asked, of course, first, but I didn't plan to go until tomorrow. But they were very nice and accommodating when they could be. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It seemed like it's a nice family-oriented thing to do. It's
Yeah.
for work camping for families. I think I like that. And like, oh, that's your husband. Even joked like, oh, you don't want to be on my shift. You want to be back on your husband's shift. But y'all worked it out. So it's nice that they understand and they actually are communicating our
Right.
needs and stuff. So that was good. I like that. I'm ready to start. No, I didn't think it was going to be. I didn't think I was going to be as calm going into it. I was a little nervous this morning, but now after being there, it's not so bad. I was worried about it stinking because my nose. So I was trying to figure out how to do a workaround. What do you think about the smell?
Um, My friend just asked me about it, and I was just saying that didn't really smell too much anything. Not really.
I smelled it.
Maybe because it's just starting, but it didn't really smell like too much there. Like on the way there, I
It
smelled
doesn't
more on the
stink
way
though.
there
It
than
doesn't. It
actually at the
smells
plant.
like the beet. Like
Yeah.
you could tell it's like a vegetable or something, and you smell soil. So it smells
Yeah.
like a garden, and I can smell the beet, and
Yeah.
it almost kind of you can smell the sweetness in it.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't smell
did.
like a farm or anything.
No. So I get what she was saying. You wouldn't bottle it up and take it home with you, but it doesn't really stink. I was worried about it smelling like manure or something. I wasn't gonna be able to do that without some essential oils, but I'm good. Definitely will wear a dust mask because it's gonna be a lot of dirt and stuff lying around in there. But I don't know. What else? Is that all?
I think so.
First full day. We still have one more like orientation to go to.
Yep, it was a nice trip up here. This is our first time to Minnesota or South Dakota because we had to North Dakota rather, because we had to either when we came in through Minnesota, we had to zig through South Dakota to come up here. North Dakota. Dakota.
You look sleepy. Wake up.
I'm sleepy. And I don't know, it was nice, like peaceful ride up here.
Except for the other part of this video.
Yeah, we did have I don't want to call it a blowout, but the tread came off the tires. A lot of flies around here. The tread came off the tire, and so we had to stop and change the tire, but luckily it was during the day. We always try to drive during the day anyway and not drive at night when all possible, but I'm making it a more a hard set conscious rule now not to drive at night or when it's about to become night, because when the tire popped, it wasn't too bad because it was still light outside, and we were at a place on the freeway where it had a lot of room for us to get over and stop and have room to change tire. Because if you're going down interstates and in small towns, in rural parts of the country, sometimes it's almost no breakdown lane. But luckily, we had a lot of room to get over far enough and change it. And
perfect timing.
Yeah, so everything worked out. And we were just a few miles from, like 2 X's up was where we could get our tire changed at. So I had to we had to end up getting a new tire.
After we put the spare on, then
Yeah.
it was a little flat, but we made it safe.
Right.
Thank you for your prayers.
Right.
That's when those prayers start coming in. That was perfect.
Definitely.
It could have been worse. So it got minor damage. Nothing nobody probably really noticed just from looking.
Right.
But that was interesting.
Yeah. I almost didn't think. I thought after I knew the tire had went out, but when I went back there, I was like, oh, maybe the tire didn't go out because the front of it looked like it was still fine, but the treads that came off of it, so it's still fully inflated, but the treads that came off the tire. So of course you can't ride around like that.
And it was perfect timing. I just
Right.
gave him a hand massage. His hand had just looked like he was cramping up. He's bending his hand. I was like, you want me to rub your hand? I rubbed his hand. As soon as I let his hand go, I'm like, what? I just saw all this black stuff flying up. I was like, okay, yep, something's flying around back there. But everything was happened at a good time, if you can say that.
Right.
It's nice and safe.
And we had all the equipment and everything we needed to be able to change it without any problems.
Yep. Changed about 20 minutes. Jacked up the whole RV. So that happened. It's our first day. We never really explained the harvest, really. What it is. Is that another video?
I guess so, because I'm tired.
Because you want to fall asleep. It's actually an opportunity for RVers to get extra money to make a larger sum of money in a shorter amount of time, where you're actually just helping gather samples and make piles of sugar beets. We're here for about a month. It usually take about 2 weeks to get as many official days that they want in, but it could take up to 2 weeks to a month to get those actual days in, because it's very particular with the weather when they have to harvest the beets. So we'll be here for all of October, and this is the beginning, and we're going to document it. We're going to try to remember to document it, and it's all 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So we were broken up from day and night shift before, but now we're on the same shift, so we're going to work for 12 hours together.
Yeah. We try to show you some videos of what we can, while still being safe.
Oh.
What am I doing in this country town?
Oh, that exactly. Yes. Okay, let's hurry up. So that's what this is about to be.
Yeah. But sugar beets, I didn't know the majority of the sugar that we consume apparently come from sugar beets, which is a little different than the beets that you have in like your salads. They're
not those smaller red
Yeah,
ones.
they're as small as maybe a 2/5
softball or something.
About the size of a softball up to basketball. So they can be
crazy.
Huge, and they're kind of funny looking, but yeah. But it seems like we need to wrap this up because of nature is naturing right now.
I think we brung some back from the plant too, so it's flies.
We wrap this up and
see you shortly.
See you shortly.
Our next orientation probably we'll meet you on that day.
All right.
Oh wait, shoot.
Peace.
I'm staff meteorologist.
So, hello. Here's our first little practice orientation.
Yeah.
We're gonna work half a day. You ready?
Ready and I'm good.
It is cold. It's about 50 something. I think it's like 53.
Yeah.
All layered up. Got our stuff. Trying to make sure we got our checklist in. My nose keep running. I don't know how it's gonna work. Cause I ain't gonna touch my face after I touch all this stuff out here. But I mean, I can do this.
Yes, you can.
You all right? You got anything to say?
Just nope, not really. Just ready to see what it's gonna be like to actually work the harvest. But we've been to a few orientations. A lot of it seems like they're repeating the same stuff, but a lot of us never done this before, so we need that repetition.
Yeah.
So
especially about safety.
yeah, but every time you hear it, it's somebody else saying it, so it's a little bit different. It's giving you a little bit more information, so it's fine. This was a surprise day. We didn't know we were gonna do a half day before.
No, they told us we were.
Right.
That's what they said. But we're not mad, really.
Right.
But we wanted to get our sleep schedule together, and this is the opposite of our sleep schedule. So,
Cool.
we got this. You come back, I guess, in about 6 hours.
Yep.
I wonder how chipper we. All right. See you soon.
Peace.
Hi. We're not sleepy. We're eating sugar to stay awake.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I know we were supposed to come right after we got off our shift, our 2 to 6 hour shift.
That turned into 11 and a half.
11.5 hours. So, as soon as we could, we came home and showered so that we can get in this bed, eat and get in the bed. Oh my goodness. So, how was it?
It's interesting. It wasn't like backbreaking work. It was just learning something new. Points a lot of standing around because everything is getting set up and there's a lot of new people there. So it just like I said, it was only supposed to be like 2 to 6 hours, and then they changed it because of production needs. So I'm not mad, just tired.
Luckily, we brought a lunch.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they did tell us to bring a lunch just in case.
Just in case. And we listened.
And we did.
So we weren't hungry. Yeah, it wasn't hard. It was a lot of standing around. Yeah. What else? I was just about to say something.
But it could definitely be dangerous if you're not paying attention and following all the regulations.
I can hope for the first little bit. Give you a little break. Don't just sleepy ass. I should shut up the thing, but I don't feel like it. I mean, set up the thing. I didn't feel like it. I was gonna say something. It's dusty.
Very dusty.
We were on a shift that's not gonna be our typical shift, so that was different. So we were in the daytime on a day shift when we are going to be doing the night shift. So that was different, and it was so hot. So we layered up because we were out there early in the morning. Then the sun started coming up. They always say wear layers so that you can take off layers. And we got down to skivvies. It got so hot. Those flies, the sand. It sounds crazy. It's saying all this crazy stuff, but the people make it a lot bearable. This so far it seems like a really cool company.
Yeah.
The people and they're always going for safety, and I appreciate that. And they try to make it fun. Make sure you have everything you need.
Yeah. And it's a lot of RVers, but it's also some people that live around the area, some like locals and people that just travel here.
Just for the harvest.
Just for the harvest. Like when they stay in a hotel or wherever. Either met some people that borrow somebody else's RV just so they can come up here together and do the harvest.
It's a little friends thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was our first little piece of it, what it's gonna be like. So it was okay. We got a lot more breaks than we would get during that type of hour, just because we were figuring it out. It's kind of like a test. So,
right.
But it gave us a good taste of it, I think. But I'm trying not to get used to it because we know we got more breaks than we'll probably get. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Definitely was ready to go. I ain't gonna lie about that. It's not like, oh, we can do this, but no. that's not the truth at all, especially outside. So let's see. I think that's pretty much. It's hard to think on sleepy brain. But I just want to make sure we check in afterwards because we were so chipper on the first video. Then it's like,
Right.
we probably would still been a little more chipper if we had caught it in the car, but that race to get home, oh my goodness. Yeah, and wash off all type of
Sand and dust.
dirty water from the machine flying off. It's like, my lips got dirty. That was freaky. And those flies.
Flies everywhere. Disrespectful flies. They don't care. Just keep on flying and landing everywhere.
So that was rough. But so far, so good. Looks like, so we want to do, this is the plan, of course, to do a day by day. Starting from the first to whatever day it ends. Just to see when it's going to be over. But just to see how all the days go and how we're changing. What do you call it? To get it like a time lapse of it, just to see what's going on. So officially, so today is 2 more days left in September. Count today, 1 more day, and we don't officially start to the 1st. So we're gonna do the 1st. So we get a day off tomorrow, and probably the day after. But as always, they always remind you, you don't know if you have a day off. Always call the hotline and they'll tell you for sure because it changes so much because of the weather. So we'll see. Stay tuned.
See if my eyes getting lower. Peace.